Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm making a bridal bouquet and you will never guess where these flowers came from. You probably just seen the tag. I got these flowers at the dollar store. So yeah, it's no longer $1. It's like $1.25. But I was able to get 5 bunches of flowers for $8. The white bunch of roses there was actually $3, right? All the other bundles of stems were $1.25. But this bouquet turned out really well. I was so shocked. I do like all the craft stuff that the dollar store is now carrying, and it is fairly good product. But when it comes to florals, they tend to unravel or just kind of fall apart. So, you can use them here and there in important bridal bouquets, but I never featured them as a full out bouquet. To start, I'm going to clip back all my bushes to single stems, remove all the leaves. I always keep the leaves. And then you'll want to hot glue the flower to the stem because for sure those were just falling off left and right. There was a whole display of flowers, and then on the ground was like just petals that had fallen off of the actual flowers. So make sure you hot glue those heads to the stems. So these purple flowers here have a obviously plastic center, and I'm going to jazz this up so it doesn't look like it has a plastic center. Whoops. So I've got these little jewels that I'm going to hot glue into the center of them. I got the jewels on Amazon. I actually got them a long time ago, and they came in, and I thought they were round. I like circular spheres, like spheres. I didn't realize they were flat, so it was kind of a happy accident because I tend to use them in like everything. But you could see how it just really dresses that up. And that was always another reason why I kind of shied away from featuring dollar store flowers, because they do have kind of that cheaper plastic look to them. Like anywhere that there's going to be plastic, it is obviously plastic. They took no effort to try to hide that. But by adding these sweet little jewels in the center, and they come in all different colors, it really made them look good. So I went ahead and I separated the white bundle there that had some creams with it, and it came with its own spiral eucalyptus. I don't necessarily like that greenish tone that it had, and it kind of had that plastic feel. So I removed that. I'm using my own spiral eucalyptus, which you see there in front. So the spiral eucalyptus and the little gems were extra. So this truly isn't a fully $8 bouquet, but the other items were relatively inexpensive. And I could put a link in the descriptions. I just got to look up where those jewels came from. I ended up using those jewels like quite a bit. Like I said, it was an accident. I thought that they were like little balls or little spheres of jewels that I was going to use for something, and they came in flat. So, but anyways, it actually turned out perfect. But it's all different colors in there, like ranging from fuchsia to black. It has kind of like a violet color. So it's really kind of cool. So I'll put the link in the descriptions if you're interested. Hopefully I can find it again. So to start out, I'm tempted to use those mauve colored flowers that we jazzed up, but the white is so bright. So I'm shying away from putting the dark right in the center because your eye is just going to go right to the white right off the bat. That was really hard to say. But I'm using that larger cream color flower just because it is so big in the center. I'm working those little pink lilacs around. I love those lilacs. They've got some great texture to them, and it's just a really soft, subtle color. So it works out perfect, almost like a filler throughout the whole bouquet. That was the other thing. The bouquet ended up being rather large. Usually, like the dollar store flowers are a little bit thinner. Their stems are really tiny. So this would not be a good bouquet to do a stem wrap just because it's not a very beefy handle, I guess. It is relatively kind of thin, but it would be really good for doing a faux handle where it looks like rose stems line it. And I did a video kind of glamming up the handle of a bouquet, and I'll link that at the end too. if you're curious about how to deal with like thinner handles on your bouquets and making them look um, pretty cool. So I'm just kind of working those mauve colors more to the outside, filling in with my lilacs. I do want to bring that repetition of texture in there, so I will work my spiral eucalyptus a little bit and more into the bouquet. Oh, here we go. So it's not going to be just the collar. I want it up a little bit higher, just to kind of mirror that nice texture that the lilacs have. Plus that darker color in the eucalyptus kind of grounds it a little bit more, so it's not so pale and floaty, I guess would be the word that I would use to describe it. But it just kind of grounds it, gives it, you know, a little bit more on the level. I feel like I'm not using my words well, but the fun thing about silk flowers is that you get to bend the stems. So when doing a hand tied, you always want the stems flowing in the same direction, kind of like you're making a spiral out of the bouquet there. So I always keep the stems going in the same direction. That keeps them just a nice rhythm throughout the bouquet, and your eye's not drawn to any one cross section of it. But with the artificial flowers, you can bend the stems after you put them in the hand tied in the spiral. So if I want it to go out a little bit more, I'll give it a little bit more of a bend, and that way I can kind of make a nice big full bouquet where I'm not smashing the flowers completely into each other there. If I was to do this with fresh flowers, of course, you can't bend the stems. So you just kind of have to build up that separation using greenery or filler flowers. But that's the fun thing about artificial flowers, is that you can kind of make them do what you want them to do. So I'm going to do a collar of the lilacs around the base. And I'll put some more of that spiral eucalyptus too. But I like doing a collar around the bottom of the bouquet there, just to hide the mechanics and give it that really nice finish. I truly do. I love this bouquet. And then you can keep one of the flowers. I thought it'd be cute. I was going to work in all of them, but you can use like the lilac for boutonniere too. And then you've got a little bit of greenery that you could tuck with it in there. Once I have everything pretty much where I want it, I'm going to tie it off of the chenille stem. Dealing with those really thin stems on the flowers, you'll want to put a couple of chenille stems around it just to make sure it's held nice and tight. I thought that I twisted it nice and tight enough here, and then once you kind of start moving and fluffing the bouquet, it will come a little bit more loose. So you just want to make sure that it's really nice and tight, you don't have any slips. You can also shoot some hot glue around the very base of it there, just to make sure everything holds in. I like using wax floral tape there that you see on the ring to secure everything in place. And I like to measure about 2.5 hands down on the handle before cutting it. It's usually a nice size to hang on to. And then from there you can either just wrap it in wax floral tape, or you can do a natural stem treatment. Like I said, I'll link that at the end of this video here. Or you can wrap it with ribbon as well, just be a little bit smaller. But there we go, made it all the way to the end. My goodness, a Dollar Tree bouquet for $8 turned out awesome. Thank you so much for watching.